I read this scripture, right? And this scripture is taken from Job 31, verse 1. And this is what it says. This is what the faithful man Job said. Okay. He said, I have made a covenant with my eyes. So how could I show improper attention to a virgin? I want you guys to notice this point, right? Notice that he said, I have made a covenant with my eyes. Now, another word for covenant is a contract or a deal, an agreement. So basically, Job made an agreement with his eyes not to look at any other woman except his wife, except his spouse. Why did Job say that he made a covenant not to look at any other woman than his wife? Let me tell you why. Because Job recognized the link between his eyes, his mind, and his heart. And this brings up an important fact, that your eyes and your brain and your heart are closely connected. Whatever you allow your eyes to see will enter into your brain. And whatever you allow your brain to dwell on will enter into your heart. And I've said this before, your heart is the seed of motivation. It is the thing that drives you to act. It represents your desires, your ambitions, your motivations. It's who you are as a person. It represents the inner self. That's the heart. This goes perfectly with PMO addiction, bro. Let me ask you this, right? How many of us would desire chocolate cake if we have never seen it before? The answer is 0. None of us would desire any chocolate cake, bro, if we haven't seen it. As a matter of fact, we wouldn't even know what chocolate cake is because we've never seen it. We never heard of it. We wouldn't desire it at all. This is what helped me to get as far as I've gotten. This method always works. This method always works when you follow it. See, we have the answers to our problems, but do we follow them? For example, right? Say you're going shopping with your buddies and you see a female, right? She's wearing something very revealing, very tight, it catches your eye. So what happens when you look at her, right? You keep looking at her for an extended period of time. You're like, well, dang. Let me stop. You're going to keep thinking about it. Right? That thought of her is going to stay in your mind. You have the chance to actually root that thought out of your mind. Keep thinking about it. You keep dwelling on it. You're like, man, the girl was this or that girl was that, man. What happens when you have that thought in your mind, bro? It's going to go to your heart. So now that you saw entered into your brain, and by you thinking about that thought, what happens? It seeps down into your heart until it becomes a desire. The more you think about something, it will 100%, without a doubt, turn into a desire. If you see an advertisement of a nice, delicious chocolate cake, and you know you can't have it, you went to the doctor told you, look, you can't have any sweets, but you see this big, beautiful chocolate cake, and you keep thinking about it, you go home, and all you can think about is that chocolate cake, how good it looks, how much you want to destroy that chocolate cake, but you know you can't have it, bro. That thought turned into a desire, bro. And that's the same with PMO, bro. Whatever you allow your eyes to see will enter into your brain. Whatever your brain thinks about, continue to think about, will enter your heart. Your eyes are the gateway to the mind and the heart. You have to safeguard your heart by being aware or being cautious of what you look at. You can't look at this stuff and think that it's not going to affect you, bro. This is the key to reducing urges, bro. Shout out to Lucid, because I watched his videos. He was the one that bought this. And it's pretty much what I've been saying, for a long time, but he pretty much confirmed it, bro. Lucid said, lower your gaze. You're out in public, when you're walking or shopping, right? You see this beautiful woman, wearing crazy clothing, bro. He said, lower your gaze. Don't make any eye contact. One thing that she comes across your path and you accidentally get a quick glimpse of her and then look away, that's one thing. But if you're looking at her again and you keep looking at her, now it's not an accident. Now it's not a glimpse. You're looking at her with intent. You're looking at her with lust. So by you looking at her with lust, you're going to desire her improperly. Your thought has turned into a desire, an improper one at that. It doesn't just mean women that are in public. I'm talking about on your phone, on your computer, a shopping ad, a billboard. Yes, I'm talking about all of that, bro. You have to avoid anything, bro. Anything that stirs up wrong, improper desire, bro. You have to root it out, bro. You can't look at it, bro. When you're dealing with this stuff, there are certain things that you have to root out. There are certain sacrifices that you have to make in order to better yourself. Yes, will those sacrifices be difficult? Yeah, it will be, especially if you're a newcomer and you're just starting off and you're just starting off on this journey. Yeah, it's going to be hard to make certain sacrifices, certain apps that you probably love enjoying that, with your friends and whatnot. You probably have to get rid of them because there's so much lustful content out there that's breaking you down as a man. That's stopping you from achieving your goals. That's really stopping you from moving forward and actually becoming the better version of yourself, bro. So you have to root those things out, bro. And it's worth it. Like literally, it's worth it when you do it. Yes, will it be hard? Will it be difficult at first? But once you do it, bro, you will get to a point where you're going to be like, well, you know what? I never really needed these things in the first place, bro. Because there's so much more that I can do that can benefit my life without wasting my time on the internet, without wasting my time on social media. I'm still trying to work on myself too. I still have to make sacrifices. But those sacrifices are worth it, bro. You will never make those sacrifices and say, you know what, I regret my decision. No. Come on, bro. Don't be one of those people that watch my video and don't like, comment, and subscribe, bruh. Please.